Hey indie game fans! 768 new titles were released on Steam in September 2019, but you guys might have noticed that I've been a little bit more selective with my picks, so not too many games missed, but inevitably, there will be a couple that may be of interest to you, so here are the indie game new releases that I missed in September 2019. The very Goof Troop-esque Dandy and Randy launched in 1.0 and features fantastic pixel art, an adorable setup and characters, as well as that classic action-adventure puzzle gameplay. Playing as two of the worst archaeologists in the world, they are in debt to the bank and are banking on one last score of a mysterious precious stone rumored to be on a faraway island. Certainly seems to be a lot of fun, and even better in co-op with a friend. Battle Royale Tycoon was perhaps objectively an attempt at a cash grab on the popularity of the genre, released into early access, but this hit 1.0 last month. However, rather than being yet another attempt at a Battle Royale game, this instead is a tycoon simulation game where you design and build the Battle Royale arena for your customers, with workers having to clean up the blood and bullet shells, as well as to place new guns before the match starts again. This is from developer Endless Loop Studios of game core DX fame, so very clever and well put together game. Fandoms can be a powerful force in driving sales and interest in a title, and the Homestuck community is one such group, based on the webcomic series of the same name. Pesterquest is an episodic visual novel set in said universe that promises one new chapter every 2 weeks, but may be difficult to get into if you don't already know the characters. Really love the art style. The popularity of games like Dwarf Fortress and RimWorld spawned a whole new bunch of games, and WizardCraft Colonies is another such colony sim where each individual villager has a story to tell, from stats and personalities to their likes and dislikes. However, there appears to be more of an emphasis on base building, expansion and combat, so if you like this type of game, keep an eye on this. I covered Destiny of Fate when it was still in early access and quite enjoyed this roguelite card game. This is more hero focused with more than 15 to choose from and has a monster taming system where you can recruit enemies to your side, worth a look for fans of the genre. Planet Automata is an adorable bullet hell shoot 'em up that has you controlling a hamster in a spaceship seeking to save the galaxy. Looks like a pretty intense bullet hell game, as is the case with all of these in the genre, but the pixel art for some reason really stands out to me. There Will Be Ink is a tactical action game with a wonderful, literal, hand-drawn art style, similar to the doodles that you did when you were a kid in school. It's a rather standard military shooter setup, but there are crazy power-ups as well. This Merchant Life is a trading sim where you traverse the kingdom, travelling from town to town while trading your goods. There are RPG elements in upgrading your wagon, random events during your travels, and even combat in the form of pitting your mercenaries against bandits and highwaymen. Love the pixel art. Archeo Shinar is another title which I covered in early access and has you helming an archaeology company where you send explorers to faraway lands, funding their travels for the gold and reputation that comes with every success. Lovely art style and interesting management systems. BioMech self-describes as a Metroid-like, but I shall group it under the general Metroidvania category, but one can certainly see the influence of the former series on this. This developer seems to be taking umbrage with the roguelike procedurally generated games, so much so that this is brought up in the trailer, with backtracking is not a dirty word being one such phrase, so check this one out. uniTower is a visually simple tower defense game that does look quite clever in design, with the ability to construct mazes and even randomly generated levels. Free to play, so why not? Eternal Concord is an RPG Maker JRPG with an HO story of having to save the world against the Demon King. However, I am a fan of the genre, and are willing to give developers using the engine the benefit of the doubt most of the time, and this at least doesn't look super cookie cutter. The stylish but visceral Chop also made it to its 1.0 release, and is a brutal local multiplayer party game that has you chopping, slashing, and stabbing your friends. It's pretty bloody and gory, and seems to be taking inspiration from fast-paced first-person shooters like Quake and Doom, with 4 playable characters each having their own special abilities. Pretty metal, so throw up the horns. For more upcoming indie game new releases, check out the previous video or click on the recommended playlist, and I will see you after the jump.